Attention, X-Men franchise. What are you doing? Why are you making a projection without the first one? That's something I'd like to know. Well, the first response may be because I don't have an agent, but I've never been considered to join you guys. Well, the problem is I've needed one vote, and I've gotten no votes from you guys, votes of support. I've not gotten one. Maybe it could come as an email or response as a tweet saying, I support, go get an agent, and we'll talk. I have not gotten one vote of support, and I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for a mastership showcase. I was the first one 10 months ago, I was the first one 2 years ago, I was the first one 2,000 years ago, I was the first one 4,000 years ago, and I know it with perfect certainty because God holds me accountable to know it. The prophecy of Elijah turning the hearts of the fathers to the children and children to the fathers, well, it's about me. He's not going to say, Bruce Nelson is going to reincarnate, who was Elijah. That's somebody said. He said, the spirit of Elijah will turn the hearts of the father to the children and the children to the fathers. That was one of my past lives. Spirit of Elijah, because Elijah is a restorer, someone who restores divine truth and intel that's been lost over time. Well, I came back as John the Baptist. That was another life of Elijah. A life before I was Elijah was Abraham. I was also Noah. I was Adam. Those were my lives. I know it with perfect certainty because I asked, and I asked multiple times, same answer. Multiple times, same answers. Anyways, if you were to go to my website and you saw this mentioned here, my life showcase, if you say I'm not King Tut or I was not King Tut, then you passed the test. I was not King Tut. I know with certainty that I was not King Tut. The only other life on the showcase that may not apply to me is Ammon. The question about Ammon is Ammon the life of one of the lives of Michael the Archangel? Or is Ammon's new name Michael? Just Michael Smith or Michael Fox or Michael something? Well, you can know through revelation and you can know with perfect certainty. Anyways, guys, I want to gift your franchise with the best movie of all time. And if you were to meet with me, you would not leave that meeting unconvinced that I can do that for you. I have all the energy in the world to do it. I just need one vote of support, and I would meet with you. I don't want you guys to butcher the X-Men franchise because the great depth of the X-Men franchise has to do with the lives they lived on this planet. The Murmur, Oscar Isaac. There's still room to build that as a premise. Please don't promise Oscar Isaac stuff that you can't deliver, that you shouldn't deliver. Remember, if God has his hand involved in the X-Men franchise, then you need to honor the measure of all the work he's done to help get everyone into play and into place to showcase your past lives alongside mine and the new millennium, because it's coming. It's something you can't escape. It's intelligence that the Creator operates with, which is to say, it's not appointed unto man once to die, like it says in the Bible. That was just a lie. We only have one life to live, but then your body dies, and you have to get a new one. So you reincarnate. Anyways, remember, the intelligence that the Creator operates on knows that you need to continue to reincarnate when your body dies to continue to prove more until you hit mastery. Once you hit mastery, you don't have to reincarnate because you can prop your own ship up in terms of your own life up by yourself without the need for the Creator to regulate you and make sure you're doing the right thing. Our master regulator is God the Father. The sheriff of these parts is God the Son. No one comes to the Father but by him. The next guy to hit mastery, based on the evidence of spirit, life, birth, and age, is me. Well, I'm the only one, as old as I am, on this planet that hasn't hit mastery. Jesus Christ is a master. I am not. But I have the intelligence to hit mastery very shortly. In the new millennium, I'll probably complete my mastership showcase, meaning I will prove mastery in all ways. That includes mastery of the laws of physics, which is pretty cool. When we talk about how God can do all things, he can take a penny and throw it at one target and hit it every time. 9 times out of 9, 10 times out of 10, 100 times out of 100. And I need one vote for one of you to help this process along. I was still the first one yesterday. I was still the first one 5 minutes ago. So I'm waiting for you guys to be responsive, to listen. We need to reveal Israel to the world because all the end time events surround Israel, the nation, and the man. Jacob was one of my past lives. And people won't be able to deny it because I'm the only one embodied that can claim that was my past life. The only one on this planet that can. But the whole idea is that in the new millennium, if you're to trace all the support from the divine down from the God to you, you're going to get God, God the Father, God the Son. You're going to get me next. I'm Israel. Then you're going to get the 12 tribe heads of Israel, which it appears one of the X-Men is one of the tribe heads. Michael Fassbender has a life named Asher. He appears to be the son, Asher the son of Israel in a past life. Anyways, it's his dream, at least. It was a dream of all the tribe heads to be tribe heads that would trace their power up to the Godhead through Jacob, their father, onto God. Anyways, guys, I have the intelligence to do what I say I can do. I've built many lives that stand the test of time, and I stood out in those lives because I'm smart enough to realize the need to do the right thing for the sake of doing the right thing. That's the language of the gods. Do the right thing for the sake of doing the right thing. There's going to be a time and a place for everything, a time and a place for dissent, a time and a place for rebellion. So you can study what those things mean in your mind, but in the end, you need to come forth and do the right thing. That's where progress is made. So anyways, please show one vote of support. It could be a phone call, it could be a tweet, it could be an email. Say, we support you. Get an agent, we'll meet. Or, we support you, we'd like to meet you in person first and hear what you have to say. And if I can't deliver on what I say I can deliver it, if I can't convince you, then it would be fair for me to walk away. The problem is, I'm still entangled in this. I've been the first one. The Apocalypse character was made for me. I know it. I know it. I know it. And I don't mean to say it like, oh, the world revolves around me. That's my character. No, I stumble across revelations that confirm those things. I found out that Brendan Petter's mutant is Kamikaze. Before I even knew there was a mutant named Kamikaze, it was revealed to me. So I went and Googled it, and I found out there's a mutant named Kamikaze. I was like, well, Brendan Petter's an Asian, is he? And he's not, but he probably has a life as an Asian, at least one life, and that's the message. Probably Japanese, because Kamikaze is Japanese, right? Anyways, the depth of the X-Men characters goes along with the past lives of the people that lived those lives. Mary Magdalene, is that none other than Anna Paquin? Well, you can know, and the similarities between those lives and the things that they did, things that they accomplished. A lot of the X-Men are biblical. They're biblical for a reason. If you're biblical, I know Patrick Stewart was biblical. He was Rehoboam. And if you don't like Rehoboam, the contributions of Rehoboam, then maybe you like Lehi. He came back as Lehi, a great prophet. You don't like Lehi? Well, I don't know who you're going to like, because Lehi lived a good life. Anyways, the prophet Habakkuk, that's Ian McKellen. He revealed it to me on the astral plane, because your spirit represents you on the astral plane. I call it the astral plane, or you can say in meditation, that plane of existence where those things are revealed. So, he was Habakkuk. He came back later. I know one of his later lives was none other than Joseph Smith Sr. Joseph Smith Sr., father of Elijah's new incarnation, Joseph Smith. Little tandem there. Michael Fassbender has a life named Joseph also. So there's a little dual live thing going on there, dual theme, when we talk about Magneto the elder, Magneto the younger. There's a lot of cool things like that. Cool things that can be revealed when we talk about Xavier the younger, James McAvoy. Well, he apparently was a prophet, Neum. To be a prophet, you have to have a gift of revelation, and that's the message. Mr. Telepathy, Mr. Xavier, has that gift of revelation. Anyways, that's what revelation is divine sent telepathy. So please be responsive. Don't hold to me and say, hey, that's your truth, when you haven't verified the revelations. I caught one time John Ottoman saying that this is just my truth. Well, this is a test. King Tut's a test, and Ammon is a small test. These other lies I know were mine for certain. I'm just saying, I have identified most of the big names, and they're posted on my website. And my website is just a rough draft. It's just a rough draft until people start taking me seriously. And then I'll go through and I'll clean it up. Anyways, guys, please be responsive. I really can, according to a revelation I had based on the intention I sent out to God, which is to say, if I applied everything I know, how much money could I make if the folks at Fox Studio let me lead a movie to its highest good? And the number was staggering to me when I got it. It was above 5.6 billion, and this is back around May 2014. Above 5.6 billion. So remember, there's always a bigger fish. I am that bigger fish. Remember, you will be that bigger fish when you have enough intelligence to stack together, to do all the things that I can do. If I'm a true governor of this place, this world, I need to be able to do everything everyone I govern can do. And I can literally do everything that everyone I govern can do, or at least the formulas are on my spirit based on life experience, meaning I've proven similar things or exact things in my past lives. That's why I'm the most worthy governor under the sun, as long as I choose the right, and as long as I do the right thing. And if I don't do those things, I can't keep my power. So I've had failures in my past lives, leading up to my current life, but of course, I've tried to learn from my failures, as you should too, as everyone should also. Anyways, guys, please take my inquiry and my intentions seriously. Hey, Michael Fassbender, if you were Asher, wouldn't you want to know it? Because if you're a tribe head, why aren't you building up your tribe right now? The reason why you're not is because, well, the world needs to be conditioned to know these true things. If they're not true, they won't stand the test of time. But we have enough revelators that are X-Men that can confirm these revelations. When you confirm these revelations and you know they're true, you need to act upon them, because Jesus is only going to come one time. Once. Let's make it great. We have an obligation to make it great, and it starts with you and me. I can lead the best production of all time if only you will listen. I understand the reason Bryan Singer has not been responsive to me is because it doesn't register on his head what the right thing to do is. So you guys need to help him. It doesn't register. Help him out. Help him know what the right thing to do is. You have your testimonies and your life experiences. Most of you are aged older than Bryan Singer. Most of you, most of the Radio X-Men, are older in spirit years than Bryan Singer. So help him understand where those pieces fit. At any rate, whatever is good for your franchise is what I want for it, as long as you guys are willing to do the right thing. So, who's first? Michael Fassbender. Can you convince some people? If you were Asher, maybe you were, maybe you weren't. I know you were the prophet Ether. I know that one with perfect certainty. To suggest that Bryan Singer was Ether is just kind of a joke, because Bryan Singer gets revelations, but he doesn't really know what to do with them. So, you can teach him, because you've tested and proven yourself profitable as a prophet of God, just like Lehi, just like Habakkuk, and so forth. So it's time to release this information, kick off the party of the new millennium, kick off the return and the apocalypse of God, at least, by preparing the people for what's ahead. Not necessarily through the movie, but through my teachings. If I rise to fame with the ability that I have, it's going to be a contagion, and people are going to want to listen. People are going to follow. People want to be on the winning side of history. And if you're on God's side, you are on the winning side of history. Or you can crack under pressure like Judas. But remember, no one really gets rewarded for living a bad life. They get heralded as being great for living good lives. So, it's time for you to show that you're great and that you're willing to go the distance. You're willing to verify the revelations that I've had. Anyways, I hope that's enough for you right now. I'm excited, and I hope that I work with you in the future. I'm done beating up Bryan Singer on Twitter. That was a pastime I enjoyed, but it's over. There's no room for it anymore. Anyways, please be responsive. Please vote for your support. One communication will be enough for me to know that you are supportive. Only one. And I'll go the rest of the distance, whatever you require. Okay, I'll talk to you later, hopefully.